Hey class, the Catholic social teaching that I'll be presenting for you guys today is rights and responsibilities. But before I apply this theme to a real issue, I'll explain what the theme, rights and responsibilities, is all about. First off, rights are basically the legal and moral entitlement to have something, act, or say something in a certain way, usually in a morally correct way. Rights are the conditions that any person needs in order to be fully what God created us to be. Rights can be branched off in two sections. There's survival rights and thrival rights. Survival rights are what a person needs in order to survive. They're the basic necessities that society should provide us, such as food, water, shelter, clothes, and healthcare, but the list goes on and on. On the other hand, thrival rights are what someone would need to advance in society, like right to education and right to employment. So now knowing that the rights are things we are entitled to, responsibilities refer to our duties. Our rights are limited by our responsibilities for the good of others as well as the common good of society. So, now what would happen if there was a failure to take responsibility? Here's just an example of a real-life situation where this was the case. The Shirtwaist factory fire was a huge tragedy in 1911, when the owner of the factory neglected the extremely unsafe work conditions of the factory, placing all the workers at risk, eventually resulting in this massive fire. The owner's ignorance to take responsibility of the unsafe work environment was the reason for the almost 150 deaths. Okay, let's continue. The Catholic tradition teaches that the recipe to a healthy community is if all human rights are protected and responsibilities are met. Basically saying that regardless of race, gender, age, all people have the right to life. In addition to these rights are our responsibilities and duties we must take to ensure others have the basic necessities. The teaching exists in many scriptures in the Bible. For example, in Jeremiah 27, lines 4-7, and Tobit, lines 5 and 11. So now that you have a full understanding of the theme, all connected to a real-life issue. So considering that this theme states everyone has the right to life, then the topic of abortion goes completely against this. Abortion is a very controversial topic. However, the Catholic Church believes it is forbidden because it goes against what the social teaching preaches. The unborn fetus does not have the ability to decide its fate, but it should always be given the right to life. Its innocence is seen as sacred and extremely valued. Okay, furthermore, this theme can also be applied to the movie, The Green Mile. In this movie, the main character, John, is discriminated against and is not given his basic rights, just because of his race and his skin color. This fictional movie is a real reflection of many different periods in history where people were not being treated properly. Nonetheless, if we are able to live life with the understanding of our rights and others' rights and responsibilities from God, then we would definitely see a decrease in others being treated and neglected their rights all around the world. So now you might be thinking, what could I do to help? There are plenty of charities that try to find the solution to this case. For example, United Way is a local non-profitable organization that helps people who lack the ability to receive these basic rights, providing food, shelter, and comfort for those in need. In summary, the Catholic social teaching of rights and responsibility teaches us that all life is sacred and should be respected. Our duty as humans is to fulfill our responsibilities for each other, ultimately creating a stronger community.